Hey, hey, why are you not on YouTube? Okay, listen, let's have a talk, all right? We're gonna get straight to the point because I don't want this talk to be too long. I got other things to do. I got a baby who's gonna be crying in a minute. So I hope you appreciate this little chat that we're about to have because it's serious. And it's something that I had to tell myself recently because I realized the outcome and the results that it can render if I just keep going after this goal. What's the goal? What's the goal? If you don't know me by now, my name is Tequila Sway. I am an artistpreneur. I'm a mom. I'm a whatever else you want me to be, depending on the day. I am that. However, I like to put myself in the category of artistpreneur because it covers mostly what I do in general, as far as being an artist, as far as doing poetry, doing writing plays, acting, doing a little bit of film, just all across the board, just artists, right? And then the other side is the preneur because I love business. I love the time freedom, learning how to grow and create my own money. It embodies all of that. However, this was never the concept because I used to be so shy. And I don't understand why, because I was trained for this. Like in high school, I was in JROTC, Junior Reserves Officers Training Corps. I was in leadership positions all the way up to battalion commander. And in my senior year, I have held leadership positions in retail. I'm the oldest child. All of these things that will prepare me to just be able to get in front of the camera and just talk to y'all. I mean, I could do that now with practice, but before, yeah, no. So I was gonna make this video a little more professional, create more background niceness, aesthetics, whatever y'all want to say. I don't feel like doing all that because that's what makes the introvert side of my ambivert not want to do this. And that's why I'm able to relate to people who are introverts, because I understand if it takes too much putting me into the work, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just it's too much. I don't feel like revealing all of that. I don't feel like going through all of that work just to show you who I am when I can simply just show up. Now, if there are moments where I want to create a professional video, which I have and which I will continue to do, then I would do that. But I don't want to be forced to do it because that's going to take away the fun of creating the video, right? That's one of the reasons why you don't create your videos, right? That's one of the reasons why. But we're going to get to the other reason why. All right. What's in my cup? Don't worry about all that. All right. So here's the thing that I realized, because I don't want to be the only one alone. And I realized that social media, creating content and all of that is becoming prevalent in this society that we live in because technology is advancing every day. So yes, we can still do some things the old school way, the grassroots way. Say that again 3 times. But it seems that you grow more if you create a social media presence. And what I've discovered is YouTube is taking off and it has longer term effects in the future and it pays good. Although I have not come across that quite yet, but I will. But I just, I have three reasons why you should get your shy ass on YouTube. And I'm going to talk to you as if I'm talking to my younger self who was afraid to get in front of a camera, who was afraid to speak in front of people, who was afraid to just anything that has to do with public. I was a little about. And I'm going to tell you straight up, and I'm going to talk to you straight up as if I am talking to myself. Okay? So, 3 reasons why you should get your ass on YouTube. Your shy ass. Your shy introverted ass on YouTube. Okay. The first one is, right? Because it breaks you out of your shell. It breaks you out of your shell. If you see me looking down, it's because I want to stay focused. Focus queen. If you didn't know, I wrote books on focus. But it keeps you, or it helps you to break out of your shy shell. First of all, I want people to know that there's a difference between being shy and being introverted, right? Someone who's extremely shy doesn't necessarily mean that they're introverted. It just might mean that they haven't broken out of that mode of being in front of people like that. So they feel uncomfortable. For introverts, they just can't necessarily be around a lot of people that exert a lot of energy. They like to spend a lot of alone time because it preserves their energy. And they need to regroup after that for long periods of time. I'm an ambivert, so I have both sides of me. I can be social and the life of the party for all of the 3 hours, but after that, I need to be alone and be by myself and all of that stuff because I need to re-energize myself. So if you are both shy and introverted, it's no wonder you don't want to make no videos because you don't want to get in front of the camera for all of these different reasons. Okay? But if you just simply took the time to just say, hey, I'm gonna face my fear, right? That's the shy side. I'm gonna face my fear, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna show up as me. And if people like that, cool. And if they don't, cool. It doesn't bother me either way. I'm just gonna show up as my authentic self because that's what I'm supposed to be in this world. And those who like it, that's my people. And those who don't, that's okay. They got other people that they can relate to. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that has helped me to break out of my shell and just realize, hey, you should start creating content. And this happened during the pandemic. I realized that I didn't want to fall into this realm of depression that I was already in, but I didn't want to fall deeper into it. And because I'm an ambivert, right? During the pandemic, we spent most time inside, and I didn't want to spend all of that time inside and not socialize because the ambivert side of me needs the socialization too. So I started making content on Instagram. Started making content on Instagram for the Grapevine Sway, which is one of my businesses that I had. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna fill this cup up with some strawberries and some wine. I'm gonna sip on it. And we're gonna do the dang thing. I'm gonna bring my book of poetry. Because I had plenty of notebooks. That's gonna also be my prop. And we're gonna read and we're gonna invite people up if they wanna come up. And we're gonna do that. Sad to say, my first video, I think probably 3 people showed up, but no one was reading or anything. They just came to hear me read, right? And that's because I announced it on my Facebook page. But the video after that, it was like 5. The video after that, it became 10. The video after that, people started showing up. And then once people started showing up, people started reading their poetry because I was reading mine. And I realized the more I did it, the more I came out of my shell. And people felt like I was an extrovert, and I'm not. Well, people felt that way because I can be social or I can not be social and be to myself. So that's the first reason why. The second reason why, hold on, because I gotta go get my baby. Okay, so I'm back. I'm not really sure if you got that last part, but hopefully you did. Okay. Basically, getting on any type of social media platform will help you to break out of your shell. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. It becomes a habit. And if you're doing something that you enjoy, you just start getting on there and start talking as if you're talking to a close friend or you're talking to yourself, really, which will help you to use that shell as a shield of confidence. So, that's the first reason why you should get your shy ass on YouTube. The second reason why is to help you document your journey for you, for your kids, for whoever else that's in your life. If you are, whether you're a mother, whether you're an artist, whether you are just someone who wants to leave some type of snippet of yourself behind, getting on YouTube will help you to create that trail of videos, that digital trail of videos, to help people to go back and see who you were and what type of personality you had, and just overall become connected to you. And for me personally, I'm realizing that I want to become more serious about the YouTube channel, because my kids could always go back and just say, this is my mom. Like, my mom was crazy. My mom was funny. My mom was talented. My mom was this. My mom was that. I want to have that digital trail for them to go back and say, my mom was dope, bro. My mom was better than yours, bro. No. And the third reason why you should get your shy ass on YouTube is to get paid. Duh. So I haven't tapped into this area yet, but it's coming. Speaking it into existence. And not only that, I have the focus, I have the drive, I have the discipline, I have the consistency, and I'm going to have ways to hold myself accountable to keep going with this YouTube channel. So for instance, my Instagram, I was able to be consistent on that because I enjoy doing it. I post my poetry, whether it's freestyles, whether it's pre-recorded poems, whether it's giving tips to other artists, about entrepreneurship and publishing their books. I enjoy all of that stuff. So it was easy for me to just post, to talk about it first, and then to record myself, and then to post it. So that wasn't a big deal. Now, if it's a topic that I had problems or struggled with, then maybe I wouldn't want to do it as much, because it'll feel like a task instead of something that I enjoy, instead of a passion. So that's the other thing. If you have something that you're passionate about, you can just get on YouTube and start talking about it, and you will be amazed who would connect with that. Like, I can't tell you the amount of people that I've met on my Instagram page who did not know me and started following me. I have maybe around 5,700 followers right now on my Instagram, Tequila Sway. And I'm planning to stay focused on my YouTube channel so that I can grow this channel just as much as I've done on the other channel. All it takes is focus, for one, the focus queen. Well, it takes the desire to want to do it first, and then it takes the focus, you writing it down and staying clear about it, and all of that stuff. And then it takes you being disciplined, because if you don't have the discipline, it's gonna be hard for you to be consistent. It don't matter, like, consistency doesn't matter if you don't have the focus and the discipline to do it. And that's a whole video in itself that I'll be posting about. And then that's when the consistency comes in, and then that's when the accountability comes in. So there's a whole formula to that. It ain't just all consistency. People always say be consistent. I mean, I'm guilty of saying that sometimes, like, be consistent, but you also have to have those other elements included in it if you want to do what it is that you want to do, whatever goal you want to pursue. So, and I'm really adamant about, like, personal development. That's one of my biggest passions, because I work on myself every day. I don't care what area it is. If I'm slacking in the area, it's because I need to do more work in it, and I'm okay with doing more work in it, because I see that I need to do more work in it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to be stuck in that mode of oh, I need to do better in this and I'm just gonna let it sit there. No, I'm gonna work on it. And I want to help other people to work on parts of themselves to get to that point as well. All right. So I know it might be hard. You might be like scared to get on, social media, create content, talk about stuff that you're passionate about. But what would you have to lose if you did do it? Like, it doesn't come out of your paycheck. It doesn't take away from your life. It doesn't do anything except add to your life, I would think, depending on what you're doing and talking about. But even still, a little bit of controversy is okay because it gets your page going and gets, whatever. I don't really like controversy, but that's a whole different topic too. But I'm just saying that if you're shy, like I once was, and sometimes I still have like little small moments of it, but if you're shy like how I once was and it's preventing you from creating content and jumping on YouTube or jumping on the podcast or jumping on whatever it is that you want to do, then you need to check your shyness boot bar. And that's really all I got to say. That's all I got to say about it. We ain't got to keep talking on and on about it, even though I'm going to do a few more posts on this, because on this page I talk about introversion as well, motherhood and being an artist and all of the other stuff in my poetry. But being an introvert, and the reason why I'm saying introverts than an ambivert is because there are a lot more introverts out here in this world who are afraid to come out in the forefront. It's time for you to come out from behind the curtains and come out on stage to present who you are. You never know who will be blessed by that, who will receive that as a gift. I had one of my relatives told me that, like, your art is amazing, your craft is amazing, you're amazing. Why are you always in the background supporting others? And I had to think about that because I'm like, yeah, I do have some dope stuff, and I don't know why I downplayed my own stuff or just not wanting to be in the spotlight. And maybe that's you. Maybe you just don't want to be in the spotlight. But I didn't want to bring attention to myself. I don't care for all of that. Like, I never wanted to be famous. If I could have the rich without the famous, I would do that. And some of the people that I've been following or learning about who are investors living low-key quality lives, I'm like, you can still be rich and not be famous. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a certain message that you need to get out to the world, then you might have to put yourself on the stage of that message. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. Anyway, this video is way longer than what I expected. I hope you took some pointers from it and share it with a friend. Like it, comment on it, tell me what you think about it, tell me what you struggle with when it comes to creating videos, and maybe we can work around it and help you get through it. All right.